The NASCAR Cup Series is headed back to Virginia for its penultimate race of the season. It's the Xfinity 500 from Martinsville Speedway. We're scheduled to go green this Sunday, October 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern, and slated for 500 laps on this one-of-a-kind short track, which saw two Hendrick drivers absolutely dominate back in the spring. Taking a closer look at that spring race, we see that there were only 5 lead changes and a total of 4 drivers to lead a lap during that race. Chase Elliott and William Byron are those aforementioned Hendrick drivers, having both led 185 or more laps during the day. There were only 4 cautions, with just 2 coming by way of accident or wreck. We only had 3 top 10 starters finish inside the top 10. 19 cars finished on the lead lap, and historically speaking, 6 of the previous 7 winners at Martinsville in the fall have all been in the playoffs. Beginning my list of drivers to watch for this weekend with one of those dominant Hendrick drivers from the spring, and that's going to be Chase Elliott with opening odds of plus 650 found over at DraftKings and FanDuel. When looking at his recent finishing performances here of 10th and 16th over the last 2, those are quite deceiving considering he won stages 1 and 2 during both of those races while also leading 185 and 289 laps respectively during those events. He's led 85 or more laps in 3 of the last 4 races here in Martinsville. He's finished 4th or better with 5 total stage wins over stages 1 and 2 during the last 4 consecutive races at Martinsville. He won this exact event back in 2020, and although they're not quite comparable, he has top 5 finishes at the last 2 short tracks of Richmond and Bristol this season, and after 3 consecutive 14th place or worse finishes, he needs a strong run here to guarantee his spot in the championship 4. The next guy who intrigues me this weekend is going to be Joey Logano with opening odds of plus 900 found at pretty much every sports book. Logano started 14th, finished stage 1 and 8th, stage 2 and 3rd, and had the second best speed ranking en route to a 2nd place finish here back in the spring. He has 6th place or better finishes in 4 of the last 5 events at Martinsville. He won back in 2018, and he's guaranteed a spot in the championship 4, so he can be a little extra aggressive racing for the win. The last guy I might be willing to throw a dart on this weekend, and it's gross, is going to be Brad Keselowski at plus 3,000 over at DraftKings. He ran just 17th here back in the spring, but he was still figuring out his new car with RFK back then. He actually has top 5 finishes in 7 of the previous 9 races while driving with Penske in Martinsville. He's been much more competitive the last quarter of the season, with 3 of his 6 total top 10s coming over this part. He's coming off of a 5th place run where he finished both stages inside the top 10 at Homestead, Miami. And he's about even money to plus 105 to top 10 this weekend, which is showing the expectations for a driver who has ran historically well here. If you want to jump on any of these pre-practice and qualifying odds, make sure you hit the link in the description to learn about all the best sportsbook promos available to you. Good luck on all of your wagers leading up to this weekend's race, and I'll catch you at the end of the week with my betting card for the Xfinity 500 from Martinsville as we set the championship 4.